What's up, y'all? Jeff Anderson here with One Fish, Two Fish. Doing a little takeover here today on Florida Fishing Products YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about flounder and catching flounder, locating flounder. So for flounder fishing, and we're going to show y'all some footage of Christy and I catching some flounder throughout this quick little tutorial. So for locating flounder, you're going to be wanting to look for them in areas that they can ambush bait. So these are going to be jetties are a prime example. Rocks, oyster bars, current seams where you have like fast moving current next to slack current or no current. Depth changes. You know, the topography below me, even right here, this small little hill that I'm standing on where it gets filled in at high tide right here. Just that small little like 6-inch drop off is something that is going to allow flounder to ambush their bait. So just a small drop off, even 6 inches to a 1 foot drop off, is something that you're gonna wanna even focus in on for targeting these flounder. So for flounder fishing, we're gonna be paying extra attention to the topography or what the ground looks like below. So that's where jetties, intercoastal waterways are excellent because they have drop offs and they are areas that these flounder can ambush their bait. So for flounder, you're definitely gonna wanna be fishing on the bottom. For flounder, we're typically gonna be using 3/8 ounce jig heads, at least, something that we can get on the bottom. If I'm fishing a shallow flat, then it's gonna be a 1/4 ounce jig head. But, so for flounder, you definitely wanna be fishing on the bottom. If you're fishing with live bait, then you're gonna wanna use what's called a fish finder rig. We're gonna have some footage right here of us using these fish finder rigs. So these fish finder rigs are perfect if you're using finger mullet, shrimp, just any type of live bait that flounder are gonna key in on. A fish finder rig is amazing. That's kind of like a do everything fishing rig for flounder. So down in Florida, you know, areas like Sebastian Inlet is excellent for flounder fishing because it holds so much current on incoming and outgoing tides. And then you've got those great depth changes too, right off those flats on both the north end and the south end of Sebastian Inlet. And flounder are going to lay down on those depth changes and they're gonna ambush their bait as it, you know, gets washed in and out with the tide. You can catch flounder off of the beach. If you're fishing off of the beach, then you're gonna wanna be looking for like sandbars that are next to like a slough or deep water. On the beach, flounder love to bury themselves and burrow themselves in the sand where they can ambush their bait. So flounder have two eyes that they will lay flat and they'll just wait for bait to swim by. So sandy bottoms are excellent for flounder. Also muddy bottoms are excellent for flounder as well. So if you have like a real rocky area, like a jetty that's next to like a muddy bottom or a mud flat, that's gonna be an area that you're gonna wanna target for catching flounder. Catching flounder is pretty easy. They will pretty much eat anything that they can get their mouth around that swims by. We don't like to do these crazy hook sets for flounder. People have a lot of different opinions about the hook set for flounder. If you're fishing with live bait, you do want to allow the flounder to, you know, take that live bait in. Some people say wait 10 seconds. Some people say sing happy birthday 2 to 3 times. There's all these crazy different things that people use to see how long they have to wait to set the hook for flounder. Just, you're gonna feel that initial tap where the flounder's gonna take it in, and then you're gonna feel that weight. When I feel the weight, dead weight on my rod, I'm gonna reel down and I'm just gonna tighten up, and that's how I'm gonna set the hook. For artificial lures, as soon as you feel that initial tap, reel down and then just come tight on that flounder, and that's how you wanna set the hook. If you feel that tap, you reel down and you come tight and he's not there, keep working your lure and the flounder is going to come back 9 times out of 10 from my experience. Flounder are kind of a dumb fish, not to downplay them, but they kind of are, and they will come back multiple times and bite your lure. So anyways, you guys, that's just some quick little tips for flounder fishing. Hopefully that helps y'all get out there and catch yourself big old doormat flounder. All right, y'all, get up off your butt, go catch yourself a big old flounder. Peace out.